If you would like to see this episode before my reaction, head on over to Roosterteeth.com and click on Start Your Free Trial. You can become a first member, and you can get all the benefits of becoming a first member, or you can scroll to the bottom and click on Free Membership. This will make an account on the website, which you can see episodes 1 week before they hit YouTube, and if you become a first member, you can see episodes the day of release. So, thanks for watching, and enjoy the reaction. And welcome back to some more RWBY Chapter 9 of Volume 4. So, the thumbnail for this one did kind of spoil-ish what this episode is going to be about, at least what's in it, like the first little bit, maybe in it, whatever, who cares. The thumbnail is of Yang training, so I was predicting we were going to see that earlier, but we never did see it, so I'm assuming this is what we're going to see, like a montage maybe of like Yang and Taeyang, or Taeyang teaching Yang how to fight, and hopefully we get to find out his fighting style. I'm still sticking with the idea that he's a boxer of some description. My whole theory on Taeyang was he was the one who taught Yang everything she knew about fighting and everything. So, like, RWBY had Crow for all her lessons as like using a scythe and everything, and Yang it was a fight like a fist fighter. So like nothing coalesced with anything. So it makes sense if Taeyang is a boxer, but we'll find out here. But I assume we may also get a bit or maybe a lot more depending on how it goes. But I expect to also see Blake this episode. Last chapter we had a ninja that was like stalking Blake and Son, so I'm expecting maybe that, and also Crow. Like, what is he dead? Is he not dead? Is he dying? Is he not dying? Like, all these questions I hope they answer soon and not drag out that that last scene we saw of him just going like kind of thing. Like, what does that mean? I don't know. Anyways, without further ado, let's get started. This episode's a little bit shorter. It's 14 minutes long. So yeah, let's get started, shall we? Here we go. Turn down a little bit on my end. Alright, turn down this end. Zwei! Oh my god, he looks so good. He's adorable. So he is a pig fighter and a boxer.
Whoa, that thing packs a punch.
We've been at this for weeks. I get it. You want to make sure I can still fight. I think I'm doing just fine.
You're close.
Oh, really?
Has she gone over that hump yet?
What? No, I'm not. Honestly, I am kind of surprised. I thought it would just be this huge weight, but it feels natural. They did a great job with this thing.
Oh snap! Interesting. So she's
about your actual balance.
She's kickboxing too, or trying to.
Although that could use some work too.
Oh my god, Zwei. He looks so different in this new animation.
Meaning?
In a good way.
I saw your tournament fights during the Vital Festival.
Let me guess. I was sloppy.
No.
Like Winter.
You were predictable. And stubborn. And maybe a little boneheaded.
That's Yang.
Do you realize that you used your semblance to win every fight after the qualifiers?
So what? How is me using my semblance any different than someone else using theirs?
Because not everyone else's is basically a temper tantrum.
Yeah.
I'm serious. Once you
That's
take
true.
damage, you can dish it back twice as hard, but that doesn't make you invincible. It's great when you're in a bind, but what happens if you miss? What happens if they're stronger? What then? Now you're just weak and tired.
Fact.
You've always been one to burn brighter than everyone else. Whether it was with your smile or, well, I remember your first haircut. But you gotta keep your emotions in check. Keep a level head and think before you act. Your semblance is a great fallback, but you can't let yourself rely on it. It won't always save you. Obviously.
Yeah.
You definitely have your mom's stubbornness.
Oh, so now we could talk about her?
Well, as I have been informed, you're an adult now, remember?
Yep.
Well, sorry I remind you of her.
Don't be. Raven was great in so many ways. Her strength, her ambition, her dedication to whatever cause she thought was worth fighting for. I'm proud of how much of her I see in you. But I'm glad I don't see all of her in you.
Why?
Does he not like the bad side of her?
Your mother was a complicated woman.
Yep.
Like everybody, she had her faults, but those faults are what tore our team apart. And they did a real number on our family. You both act like the easiest way to tackle an obstacle is through it. That strength is all that matters in a fight. But if you just take a second look, then maybe you see there's a way around as well.
Good analogy there. This is why the
One more
impervious dog. Or the immortal dog, or whatever people call it. I want to see his weapon for sure. Kayang's weapon.
See? All right. Now you're using your head instead of your...
Nice. Okay, I was gonna say also, Weiss was training as well. Gonna see her some summoning stuff. That's a new way to summon. Alright. Cool. Whoa! The sword! Of course.
Leave.
How hurtful. And here I am about to offer you a favor.
Uh-huh.
Father's taking me into town to introduce me to some of his business partners. I thought I'd see if you wanted me to pick you up anything, since you're, well, stuck here.
Yeah.
Are you
Thanks
jealous?
for reminding her.
Is that it?
Whatever do you mean?
Is that why you hate me? Are you jealous of my abilities? Of Winter's?
No, not really.
Secretly
Honestly, I find it
his.
barbaric. It's beneath people like me, like Father. What could a single huntsman possibly do that an army could not? That's why we
Okay.
have one,
So confirmed,
even if it is run by
Papa
a fool.
Schnee is not a hunter.
I said, leave.
Not a fighter.
Fine. I've got better things to do. Enjoy your training, however pointless it is. What is your plan anyway? What do you hope to accomplish while trapped in your own bedroom?
That was cool. Good job. Yeah, he's just there to be a constant reminder of her, like, quote-unquote failure, even though she's not a failure. Just a constant beat down of, like, you're not gonna be worth anything, you suck, you know, all that stuff. You're trapped in your room. Come on, Weiss, come on, Weiss! Come on, Weiss! Do it. Oh, snap. Did it work?
Schnee, are you all right?
It did work! Oh my god! The Guardian! Yes! It's a little smaller, but that's fine. Oh my god, yes!
Klein, I need a favor.
Climb! Ninja! Hey! Okay, so that's like 2 predictions down.
Gotcha!
Yeah, almost.
Hey, wait up!
Don't let her out of your sight!
So this new girl, we don't know who she is. Her hair just doesn't match anybody that we know of. Part of the White Fang, of course. Whoa! A whip? That's kind of cool.
Why are you watching me?
It's like a lightsaber blade.
Give it up! I'm not above hitting a girl, you know.
Oh, it extends. Okay. So I thought a whip, but it's like a...
Grab the scroll!
Maybe it's a whip?
Seems someone thinks it's important. Get
Ouch. Ooh, crack your helmet! Do it again! Hit it again! Oh, good job, son.
Quit staring and grab it!
Yeah, he's gonna focus all his energy. Oh, crap. We're gonna see a little bit of
Watch
her.
out!
Not a Faunus.
Ilya.
Ilya.
Wait, you know her?
Ooh.
But she doesn't even look like a ah!
Done!
What was...
Give it to me.
Oh, she's like a shapeshifter.
No.
In a way. A chameleon? A chameleon! That's it!
Son!
I saw the horns and I thought that was her semblance.
No, not again, please!
Or Faunus trait.
Help! Somebody!
He'll be fine. I hope. If he dies here, that sucks. And very
Just
random.
hold on.
But yeah, so I thought the horns were the telltale sign of the Faunus, but
Just hold
nope.
on, Uncle Crow.
And Crow, yay! All my predictions. I mean, it's pretty straightforward predictions, but I'm happy we're gonna see all of this.
Ty. She's not coming. Ty.
Hallucinating.
It's getting worse.
Yeah.
How much farther? We've got to be close.
Without the map, there's no way of knowing.
And
But I
John
feel like
dropped
we're
it.
Close to something.
What is it?
A sign. Hey, Gambana. Bistro!
Hey!
Don't go
Mistral,
left.
We're on the right path! Oh. Does it say how close?
No. And it looks like the path takes us up through the mountains.
Guys,
Crap.
I don't know if all of us can make that climb.
Ruby needs to like run ahead.
Okay, well, what about this place? Kuro, Yuri,
Don't go there.
can we get help there?
It's X'd out for a reason, Ruby.
That village was destroyed years ago.
But if it takes us around the mountains, it's the best bet we've got.
It will take too long.
The town would have had a doctor, right? Or maybe we could scavenge for medicine.
Right!
We're not going to find anything. We just have to press on.
Ren, why are you
Is that one
acting-
of
We can split up.
Ren's? Is it
Ren
Ren's?
and I can cut through the mountains while you
village?
and Ruby take Crow around through the village.
No, we're supposed to stick together. We keep each other safe.
We don't have time for safe. If we make it to Mistral, we'll bring back help. If we don't, we'll at least have a better view of the land. Up there, we can see if there's somewhere else we can go.
Alright, splitting up.
okay? Just take care of each other.
We always have.
That's a cute moment. I really wanted to see Ruby just like sprinting, like with her semblance and everything,
Fine, John.
as fast as she could.
You don't know that.
It's good to have hope, though. Yeah, the big Grim. I knew it. Ah, crap. Is that the one that destroyed the other village that they went through? Ooh, that's cool art. I like that. Front on view mode 2, mode 1. Yeah, it's like an extendo whip. Smaller bust? Smaller butt? What? Such an odd thing to point out. Well, it can be something different. Interesting. Yeah. Zwei. Alright. I was pretty alright with this episode. Got to see kind of like a training montage of like a bunch of things, including the fight scene with the ninja, which I totally forgot her name now. But yeah, you see like this the horns right here. So that was what I was saying before, how like I thought that was her faunus trait. Nope. Turns out she's a chameleon, and her skin is the trait. So that's really cool. I mean, not just the hair. I mean, the skin. It was like hair, skin, any body part, like normal body part. Clothing, I don't think changed at all. I actually do want to see that one more time. Her kind of morph in and out of it.
Ilya.
Ilya. Okay.
Wait, you know her? But she doesn't even look like a ah!
Done!
It's a cool.
Give it to me. No. You shouldn't have come back.
See, she did say, like, give it to me. Like, what is she wanting? That's the big question for her. And how does Blake know? Well, obviously, Blake knows her from the White Fang. But, you know, why is she here? Did Adam send her? Did she come here on her own accord? Did, you know, like, a ton of other things that could possibly come together. But I love that trait. That's a very, very cool faunus trait. So, you know, we saw like Yang and Tai Yang fight, and Zwei. That arm actually, according to, if we base off of other people with robot arms, like Ironwood, it can be very, very deadly in a fight. We saw him fight not only his own robots, but we also saw him fight the Alpha that was attacking the Coliseum back in Volume 3. When he and the Alpha went head to head, and he like ducked under him and like used his robot arm to grab the ground and like rip the ground up as he's like trying to like, you know, stop. And then fighting the Alpha, he dodged it, grabbed the arm, did like a big old whip around thing, smacked it down on the ground, and then shot him through the head. So robot arms can be very deadly. So, and I'm sure she's like top of the line like tech with it too. So either Ironwood and Yang are now on the same level in terms of robot arm, or Yang's better because in a lot of senses, the stuff that comes out, the newer technology is usually the strongest stuff. Usually the strongest stuff. So either they're both on the same level, or they're on or Yang's stronger, or Ironwood's still stronger, because he can kind of upgrade his stuff like constantly, because he's there in Atlas. I would love to see her kind of get over this rut. I wonder if she actually like has gotten over the whole Adam thing and like the PTSD and all that kind of stuff. I'm assuming not. I'm assuming it's going to take a little while to get over that. But this is a great first step for her, definitely. Kind of like, getting back into fighting and training with her dad, kind of thing. Zwei's adorable in his new style. What else to talk about this episode? The Weiss thing. Her brother basically just being a constant reminder of like where she's at right now and can't do anything else, and all that kind of stuff, just like constantly just beating down on her. And yeah, so him and Papashni are not fighters. They're not hunters. They're normal business, or not normal, but they're businessmen basically. They are in for the money, in for the popularity, not the popularity, but power, that sort of thing. So that does kind of clear up a bunch of theories about Papashni. I remember early on there was a theory about since the trait of summoning kind of runs in the family, people were saying how the dad was the one who summoned the Guardian to fight Weiss in her trailer. Turns out later that when the comics came out, the comics revealed that the Iron... I can't remember how they said it, but it was like the Iron Guardian, or not the Iron Guardian, but the Armored Guardian, or whatever, is really a Grimm. It's a Geist that they captured and kind of made fight Weiss. So Papashni is 100% the reason for why Weiss has the scar on her eye, because it was a deal between Weiss and Papashni. Papashni didn't want her to go to Vale. Weiss did, so they made a deal. If you fight the, Armored Guardian and win and prove that you can, kind of thing, then I will let you. That was sort of the deal. So Weiss did so, and then had one, I think it was like kind of the whole thing about it was like one final, singing kind of like on stage, excuse me, on stage kind of thing, and then left for Vale after she won the battle. But yeah, that was kind of like her breakout moment, was to prove to her father that she could do it, and then left. And then he's kind of held a grudge in a way, or maybe not a grudge, but I don't know. It's kind of hard to tell with him. Yeah, so that's kind of what this is. What she's summoning a Geist in the form of a Armored Guardian. Because we've seen those armor stands when she was walking through the mansion before. So a Geist just basically, the if you don't know what a Geist is one of those ghost Grimm that can possess things, and yeah, it just, like we saw in the first episode where or first chapter of Volume 4, where it kind of possessed a bunch of rocks and then made a enemy, and then once it was destroyed, it came out, and then it kind of floated away. So the whole thing about this was, the Stardust Company captured a Geist, and I'm assuming more as well, and made forced upon it to possess a suit of armor, including a weapon, and fight Weiss with it, basically. That was like the whole thing. So yeah, so what she's summoning now, I wonder if it is a Geist, or if it is taken form of the armor, because she did take both of them out like simultaneously in her trailer when she like did the final kind of like a final strike. where her weapon turned all white and like, you know, badass, and just like, what? And just sliced right through it. So yeah, she can summon the Guardian now, and it is badass. I love how she broke the windows doing it too. So cool. Like I said, it's a bit smaller than what she fought in the trailer, but I think the size definitely matters. Or not matters. That's wrong. The size is determined by power, I guess, of the summoner. So like Weiss being the summoner. Remember when she was training, well, a little training session with Winter, she happened to summon a tiny little sword. I guess it's calipator, whatever. But tiny little sword is sort of like the power that she was at, her level, you know. And then she summoned the border tusk later on, but that was kind of out of rage. So I'm assuming once she gets better at summoning, this Guardian will be bigger and way, like, stronger, kind of thing. We saw, I guess it's that's okay. So in Volume 3, when they were the Battle of Beacon, when Weiss was going to save Velvet from the Paladin, she summoned the arm of the knight, and I think it's the same size. I think it's the same size weapon and arm that she summoned before. So yeah, so she did summon like half, or not half, a quarter or whatever of the Guardian there. But this is full-fledged Guardian mode right here. It's so cool. I cannot wait. And Klein to the rescue. Oh my god. So whole thing about Klein, if you don't know, I'm sure a lot of people already know. He's based on the Seven Dwarves, basically, and Snow White being Weiss, and the Seven Dwarves, best of friends, family, just everything like that. So Klein is like the most family Weiss has right now. We know nothing of the mother. The mother is probably the one with the hereditary trait of summoning, so the mother's probably a hunter. Maybe? I don't know. That's still up the air, because we haven't heard anything about her. Literally nothing, other than she was in a garden drinking. That could mean anything. So I have no idea. No theories whatsoever on the mother, because we know nothing. Other than she's looked pretty unhappy in that painting. But yeah, so I'm expecting Klein to help her escape the room. Maybe head to Atlas and kind of deal with, or talk with Ironwood, help her get off the island. That sort of thing. But I'm still up in the air if she's actually going to leave. Because I thought it was always like best. My theories on Weiss was to, I want to see us just stand up real quick. Or no, I didn't stand up. It just bowed. So my whole theory on Weiss all throughout this volume was she should leave the family, basically. Just give up the family, leave. But theories have come out or you know, over the weeks and everything since the beginning. Sorry. And then the theories kind of changed my mind in a way. And of course, like, you know, rewatching some of the episodes and everything of how she feels about the family, she wants to save the family. She wants to save the family from Papa Schnee and her brother, and in a way, you know, make it right. Because her father is like a what's the term for it? He's not he's a bit power hungry, but like in a different form of way. He's not, I don't know, it's hard to pinpoint, because he's not really, I don't know if he's in it for the money or power. That's the thing. I have no idea. We've seen him talk about the money before, about how like profits weren't that great and the embargo is going to be very hard on him and the company. but that can also be taken as power as well. So, I don't know. Maybe influence as well. I mean, there's so many things that he can be in it for, but I think the Remnant talked about, like, briefly, like a one-word sentence kind of thing of what his motivations were. Maybe I gotta rewatch that. If you guys remember what his thing was, tell me in the comments. Yeah. So she's gotta kind of save the family and kind of bring it back to maybe what it used to be, kind of like, family-owned business, like where family is actually family and not like separated and disgruntled and mad at each other and whatever. So I think right now my theory is she's either going to go to Atlas, talk to Ironwood, get like a deal with him to either train there to get stronger, or have him help get the family back, or something. I don't think it's going to happen this volume, the whole take out Papa Schnee kind of thing. But I do think we're going to see a little bit more about what Weiss is planning. Ultimately, I think she's going to leave Atlas for now and then come back later to deal with Papa Schnee and the family. But I full on think it's probably going to come to the point where all of RWBY is going to come back together. Maybe at the end of this volume, but they're so separated right now at this point, and no mention of they're gonna leave. So I don't know. I think at the very end they'll kind of talk to each other, if that. But all the communications are down, so I have no idea. Yeah, it's way up in the air right now if this volume's gonna if it's gonna conclude with Team RWBY getting back together or talking or whatever, but. Right now, I don't see that happening. Like, they have, like, the only thing, like, Blake's still on Menagerie, and the White Fang are there on Menagerie. So there's no point for her leaving yet. And it took her so long to get to Menagerie to begin with. Yang is still training, and still has a ton more to go through. Ruby's heading to Mistral with Crow, and of course Weiss is here training in a way, but stuck in Atlas. So there's no mention, there's no plan of them kind of coming together this volume. So I hope they do, because it'll be cool. But yeah, it looks like they're gonna be staying away from each other this volume. Typically, so the whole thing about the volumes was. Volume 1, 2, and 3 are titled. I can't remember what the actual title of those are, but they are combined into what is known as the Battle of Beacon, or the Beacon arc. And then Volume 4 started a new arc story kind of thing, a branch off that arc, the first arc. So if we're going by Salem's kind of like plan. Beacon was the first arc, Mistral's the next. So this volume is probably all going to be about Mistral, and next volume kind of thing. This arc is all going to be about Mistral, and then next arc will probably be about Vacuo or Atlas, and then one after that will probably be that one, and then probably the final battle with Salem. So yeah, I have no idea what to expect at the very end of this volume, because we just kind of been building up like what's been happening over the year or over the months. Excuse me. So it's so hard to predict certain things. Like you can kind of predict in a way what Weiss would do, but ultimately I think what she's actually going to do is going to be different from what anybody else has predicted. Same with Blake. I think the same thing. Like, you can kind of predict what she might do. Like, go after the White Fang that's on Menagerie. Stick with the family for a little while. Leave Menagerie. Like, there's a couple things there. But ultimately, she might do something different. Yang, training, might get over the hump of Adam and cutting her arm off and everything and living with the robot arm, that kind of thing. But something might change. Same with Crow. Crow might die, might not die. They might get to Mistral in time. They might not get to Mistral in time. Ruby and Ranger might get to Menagerie in time or not in time. There's so many theories that you could like conceive and talk about, but at the same time, they all could be way off, and what could actually happen would be totally different. So it's hard to predict. It's fun to predict, but I have no idea ultimately what the finale of Volume 4 would be. No clue. Maybe a final battle will be about a fight with Salem's group with Team Ranger. That's literally the only thing I can come up with. Or the girls coming together. But right now, that theory is way off. Because like they're so far apart right now. So yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed. Tell me in the comments below what your theory on what the finale would be. Because next week is going to be the World of Remnant. That's kind of the typical kind of 3-episode World of Remnant, 3-episode World of Remnant, 3-episode World of Remnant kind of schedule that they've been going. So after Chapter 9, World of Remnant, and then 3 more episodes, 10, 11, 12. 12 being the finale of the arc. That's sort of the schedule they've been going on for years now. So let me know what you guys think down below. What are your theories about the girls and how they're going to end up in this volume? What are they going to do? All that good stuff. I love hearing theories, so if you guys have a cool theory about the girls and the world and what you might expect at the very end, let me know, and I'll be talking with you guys in the comments and everything. So, yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching. Tune in next week for some more RWBY. And we're about, like, I think 4 weeks away, typically, to the end of RWBY. That's, I mean, if they continue with that schedule. We will have to see. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next week. See ya!